Hi, Group 1. Why are you doubting yourself now? And how can you regain confidence? You've got Two of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords, and King of Swords in reverse. I see. Why are you doubting yourself right now? Because you need to make a choice now for some reason. And wow, all the cards are swords, meaning that you're in this loop of negative mindset probably right now. The background story is Nine of Swords. Because you're hurt. Yeah, basically because you're so hurt and depressed or disappointed, you have difficulties trusting yourself again. But you can regain your confidence. You probably are closing your intuition right now. I think you are getting some downloads here. Yeah, your emotion as well. Like, yeah, you're refusing to feel. You're numbing yourself almost like, because of what happened in the past, which there's no wonder. That's no wonder. Advice here is to ignore your thoughts, but listen to your intuition, I think. Okay. You've got the World in reverse at the bottom of the deck, meaning that once you conquer this, you're gonna be able to gain confidence in a long term, like very long term. So this is a turning point. And it probably has something to do with workplace, finances, maybe the conflicts with your dad, and health. Let me clarify a little bit more and take a look at this a little bit deeper. Yeah, I do have a difficult time talking with Group 1, so maybe you haven't been able to talk about this to people. Maybe you feel like you're alone at this moment. But you know what? Don't worry, you're not alone. There are many people who's going through this. Okay, you wanted to follow here. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you feel like, some of you could be feeling like you're defeated. Oh, wow. You could be saying like, my life is over, you're a loser, or something like that. But okay, Two of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Magician in reverse. Okay, Nine of Wands, Justice in reverse. Okay, there has been injustice situation related to your health. The Magician in reverse, like, this person is a fool. Okay, if you have dealt with somebody who has who come off really powerful and who seemingly they look like they have a lot of confidence within them and try to control you with not really with their mind, but physical strength, or some sort of misusing authority or something like that, or power or energy, justice is coming your way. So that's something that you need to know right now. Whatever that happened to you should never happen. That's why you could be having difficulties, or maybe you're in a situation where you cannot choose anything for yourself, depending on the circumstances. Or maybe you're feeling like it's difficult for you to choose something out of two because you feel powerless. Okay, so the background story is Nine of Swords is clarified by the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with the father figure. Page of Swords in reverse and Two of Wands in reverse. See, I don't think you have talked about this to anybody. Yeah, it's almost like a parent and a child conflict. It's either way. Maybe you had a very aggressive parent or guardians, and it kind of led you to lose confidence. Or maybe your parent was very, very weak mentally. Maybe this person could be relying on too much liquor, or I don't know, maybe gambling. Now you have difficulties trusting yourself and trusting your ability to move outside of this comfort zone or from your home, because you are somebody who has ability to go explore the world. You can go traveling alone. Okay, I mean, I'm not, please consider your safety, of course, but skill wise, you do have ability to go somewhere independently and go explore. Okay, so basically you're not a loser, you're not stupid. Okay, you're not worthless, or you're not useless. Okay, yeah. I have whatever they did to you, why did they have to do that? Because they thought that that's the way to protect themselves, but they are misunderstanding what protection, like what protecting themselves is. They haven't learned a lesson to I don't know, about everything. I mean, Magician is the number one card, meaning that they haven't learned anything. But don't worry, the justice is gonna come their way, okay? That's one of the things that I can say. Advice is King of Swords in reverse, and it's clarified by Six of Pentacles in reverse, High Priestess, and Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, because of these experiences, you have gained so much intuition actually. So if you're feeling like you're getting downloads, that's downloads. Okay, that's just not your brain playing a game in your head. No. There must be some messages inside them. So if you really want to go deeper with that information, maybe it's a good time for you. Maybe it's a good idea to write them down. And well, you could use anything. You could use tarot or maybe tarot reading as well. But maybe you could talk to I don't know, ChatGPT, or I don't know what's out there. Or maybe you could read books and gain information about psychology or your issue. Okay, I think it's time for you to really focus on the downloads that you're getting. Maybe dreams. Yeah, that will help you open the portal, open the, letting you have an open mindset. And I think you have already stopped giving in to people too much. I think you're very nice. That's why you might have a tendency to give in, or overextend to other people, because you just can't help, the justice, the scale of justice here. And the justice card. See? The same thing. Balance is needed here. But you probably didn't know how to set boundaries, or maybe you didn't know how to balance things. Maybe you didn't know what harmony was to you. So maybe you didn't bring harmony to you. Maybe to other people, but not to you. But now you have learned how to love yourself. You can, if you feel like you haven't, okay? To protect yourself and keep your private information within you and not overshare. And that's like wisdom. That's not closing off. It's your choice that you're keeping important information within you. Okay? That's security. And Five of Wands. You are somebody who can just see the conflicts that's happening here, and you'll be like, you wouldn't be involved in this. You wouldn't be like joining their conflict, saying, well, yeah, go fight. You know, you wouldn't do that. You were like here observing and while their conflicts and they're like, you know, going crazy. So trust that you have those abilities, okay? Trust that you have gained those ability and skills and wisdom through life experiences. So now what you can do to gain confidence is to try not to ignore. Yeah, don't ignore what you're receiving. And try not to give in information to other people that easily. And try not to communicate with people who are like taking a lot of things from you. And then you're going to be able to see yourself more clearly. Then you wouldn't doubt yourself anymore. Yeah. And you're going to eventually gain your confidence back because your emotion will be balanced. Yeah. That's my reading for you. I hope it helped and I wish you good luck. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Why are you doubting yourself now? And how can you regain confidence? You've got Page of Wands, the Devil in Reverse, and the Sun. Why are you doubting yourself now? You're doubting the information that you're receiving for some reason. Background story is that you released the devil within you. Whoa. And advice is the Sun, meaning that I think you're gonna regain your confidence soon. So I'm not worried about you, Group 2. I think it's gonna come around. Even though you try to hide away from your confidence, it's gonna just go, how do I say this? Like confident, okay, this is confidence, and confidence is just gonna come to your way. You know, it's just gonna automatically come back to you because you have released the devil. Devil is about addiction, temptation, self-doubt, all the negative energy within you, and past trauma as well. But you have successfully released it already. But you're still doubting yourself about the information that you're receiving. Okay, let's clarify a little bit more. Maybe it has something to do with health or creativity, innocence, excitement in your life. Maybe you have difficulties enjoying your life at this moment. Maybe doubting yourself, like, can I really enjoy the life as everybody else? And I wonder why. Okay, let's see. Judgment in Reverse. Maybe it has something to do with family, renewal, maybe religion as well. Okay, so Page of Wands is clarified by Three of Swords in Reverse and Page of Pentacles and Nine of Swords in Reverse. Yeah, you have already conquered this. Great. So you're kind of doubting yourself, but you're not really doubting yourself. That's the kind of state of mind that you're having right now. So that's good. That's good. It's a way to go. Because I think you observed what your desire is and what your skill is and what your talent is. Yeah, calibration is finished. You have calibrated you and your ideal self. And those two identities within you just come closer together and finally merge together to form you. Yeah, so I think you've done self-reflection already, and you have seen through your heartbreaks many times with your friends, family, your lovers, and your creativity or career. And yeah, I mean, I think it was difficult for you to do the shadow works because it's difficult. You know, you have to go down the memory lane and really figure out what was wrong or what you could have done or what you Well, there are no mistakes in life, okay? Because we all learn from it. But it's just that it must be difficult to really look at the truth, right? Look at the facts in your life. Yeah. So you've done your work. Great, great. And the devil in reverse is clarified by Ace of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Cups in reverse. Yes. I think you figure out who was ruining your life. Well, it could be about yourself too, but okay, let's say that you were doubting your physical health, but you decided because you've done so much shadow work, now you know that, hey, what I was thinking about myself is wrong. I need to do more self-care. I was not loving myself enough, or I was not loving your life, and now you can see through what was wrong within you. And maybe because you're able to do that now, you can see the lack of love in any relationships. So I think this maybe you released this devil while you were sick or while you were injured, because it's such a huge event in your life, right? So maybe you're in your bed and try to figure out what happened and what you need to release. And then during the self-reflection, you start to see the clarity, and you decided to give more love to yourself because maybe your self-care was not enough. I love it. I love it. I mean, congrats. That's beautiful. Advice is the Sun. It's clarified by Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups. Strength. See? You don't have to worry about this anymore because you have completed, okay? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, meaning that maybe, like I said, maybe you were underestimating yourself, that you're not good enough. I'm not Nine of Pentacles, but you are, okay? You are actually Nine of Pentacles, but it's just that you couldn't trust yourself. You couldn't believe in yourself for some reason. I don't know why this devil came into your life, but maybe something happened in the past, right? Yeah. But maybe you met good people now. Yeah, it makes sense, because if you're injured or maybe you're sick, maybe you started hanging out with people in the hospital, or maybe people from non-profit organization, or maybe you decided to contact good friends in your community, not those toxic people, but good friends who really care about you, and you regain you're gonna regain your confidence soon. So yeah, don't worry, because you're gonna see, this is all about confidence, strength. You're gonna get this, and once you get this, even if like the devil or the weakness started creeping up on you in the middle of the night, you're still gonna be okay, because you're gonna know how to tame them. You're strong enough mentally and spiritually. Beautiful. And it's going to lead you to the physical strength as well, because mental health is very important when it comes to physical health too. And I think it's a good time for you to, like, if you regain your health, then I think it's good for you to go on nature and feel the sunshine and be like, feel your childlike yourself and innocence within you. Yeah. So if you could do that, I think it's a good circle. Once you gain your confidence, you're going to be able to, you wouldn't doubt your downloads or information that you're gaining, because you will know what to gain and how to observe them. Yep. That's what I have for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Why are you doubting yourself now? And how can you regain confidence? You've got Nine of Swords in reverse. Background story, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. And how can you gain the confidence, regain confidence, is Two of Pentacles. You're going to be able to juggle a lot of things in the future. So first of all, don't worry too much about this. And why are you doubting yourself? Because you were having such a hard time. Look at this. Yeah. too many thoughts in your head, negative mind. But I don't think it was. Nobody wanna have negative mindset within you, right? So maybe you could be blaming yourself too much for having negative thoughts in your head. That's not how it really works. You gotta cleanse um, your. It's almost like I feel you blaming yourself too much. Yeah, you're blaming yourself too much because life is so complicated. Like, even if you're making so much efforts, maybe the entity here was affecting you, or maybe you needed to get away from some certain situation, and maybe it took some time for you to detach, and now you might be finally able to see yourself, right? So it's not like you've done something very wrong in the past. Even if you feel like you're the one who wronged people, it's a lot more complicated than that. It wasn't. How do I say this? Like, maybe it was your action. However, the action might be coming from the past, and the past might be entangled with other people. Okay, that's what I want to say. And the background story is Seven of Cups, meaning that you have to decide something. You have to choose something out of many choices. You needed to clear your mind in order for you to choose something very important in your life. Yeah. How can you regain confidence? To juggle many things. To believe yourself that you are capable of doing a lot of things. And have ability to gain money as well. Okay, let's clarify those cards. The whole world universe, right? Yeah, I have a feeling that the cycle is over now because this card is in reversal too. So, you know what? The hard time's over. So it's time for you to take actions for group 3. Yeah. Maybe you need to make a decision now. Decision about self-doubt and deceitful people. Eight of Pentacles. It's time for you to concentrate on your work. Definitely. Yeah. And some of you guys got married. It's time for you to, it's a great time, actually. It says it's a great time for you to concentrate on your work finally. Yeah. So maybe it was difficult for you to concentrate on the work because of the situation back then. Okay, so 10 of Swords in reverse is clarified by 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Whoa. Whoa, you have released a lot of things. Congratulations. I mean, 2 major arcana, the 0 to 15. That's like completing Final Fantasy. Like, really, like, do you guys know how strong and powerful the villain is at the end of the game? That kind of vibe. Yeah. Well, you have completed Final Fantasy in your life. Beautiful. But because you have been through this, now you could be doubting yourself because you feel like, yeah, you're so tired, first of all. Physically very tired, and at the same time maybe you're struggling financially because of what happened in the past. But since it's in reversal, I think it's gonna be over soon. Yeah, so don't worry too much about this. I think, yeah, well, it's in reversal, so it's not gonna be as bad as you think. That's what I can say as a reader here. And 7 of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Empress. Beautiful. King of Cups and 6 of Wands in reverse. You know what? You didn't make a choice back then. You didn't make a choice? No. You didn't make a mistake. That's what I wanted to say. So meaning that you probably feel like you didn't make the right choice in the back in back in the days. You didn't make a mistake. So, I don't know what happened in your life. Maybe it has something, yeah, since this card has came out, maybe it has something to do with marriage or encounter, I would say, related to romantic relationships, or it could be about parents too. And you might be feeling like you're a failure related to those matters, but that's like the only you who thinks that you're a failure, because in fact it's not. If you're thinking like, let's say you were going through a divorce, right? And maybe you might be thinking like, well, I chose the wrong partner. You guys needed to stay to like, I think it really depends on the beliefs, you know. If you believe in karma or soulmates or past connections, I think you both guys needed to heal something together. I think the mission has completed. That's why you needed to move away, right? Maybe that's why you needed to get divorced, if that is the case. That kind of vibe. Yeah. But in fact, you have healed. You've done your work. Okay? You've done enough. So please don't think that you're a failure. Please don't think that you made a mistake in the past, because look at this. I mean, you guys, group 3, your efforts are real. Your efforts and life experiences are real. You've gained something. You've gained the love. Okay? Advice, meaning that how can you regain confidence? Two of Pentacles is clarified by Two of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, even if the relationships that I was talking about didn't work out, it's not a failure. It's not a failure. It was a choice. It was your choice, and this choice was a good thing, because Queen of Pentacles will come to your way, which means that you're going to gain back your confidence, because you have to admit that you have ability to juggle so many things, and you have talents within you. It's just that it seems like it's always you who's denying yourself at the end after success. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, even if you had a successful life, you always deny yourself at the end. So your brain is kind of learning that if you become successful, you're gonna fail at the end, because you wouldn't see the proper outcome. You know, you wouldn't evaluate the outcome in the right way. If you always blame yourself, and if you always underestimate yourself at the end of the project, then of course it's always gonna be failure, right? It's always gonna be F for your report card. But I think it's saying that you gotta be fair to yourself. You need to give 100% sometimes for your report card of your life. Because you've done a lot, you know, you've done a lot of work, and you have met the right person. Even if it's not working out, back in the days, you guys were perfect, okay? You guys were hot. Yeah. And in the end, you will gain your confidence back. So please don't worry, and please don't underestimate yourself, because it's no good, okay? It's not good for you. It's only going to take away your confidence over and over again. So maybe that's a challenge for you. Maybe it's a habit that you need to kind of overcome. But I think you will. Yeah, you will, because Ten of Swords is a reversal. So yeah, that's my reading for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye.